on the ISSA Impact series, I'm pleased to welcome to the program Derek Foster, who's the president of Daigle Cleaning Systems in Albany, New York. Derek, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Good to be here.
Good to have you. And to talk about your company, it's an interesting company. I believe you not only provide cleaning services, but you're also a franchise system. Why don't you tell us about that, a little history of your company, and how you became a member of ISSA?
Sure. Well, we started back in 2011, shortly after I graduated from college. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and dive into the business world. So I kind of found the cleaning industry after doing some research. And luckily I did. Fast forward 10 years later, and a lot of the hard work that myself and my mother, Michelle, have put in are starting to pay off, and we're seeing a lot of growth and a lot of new opportunities. And the ISSA and joining them and going through the CIMS process and certification process has been a great experience, and we're learning a lot throughout the process. And we're looking to continue to push our growth into the future and continue to build. The interesting thing that the business has allowed me to do is not only to develop our own staff and develop our own people and work with tons of great clients throughout the capital region of New York. Now we have the opportunity to help empower others and help them to become business owners in this wonderful industry. So like any other industry, it has its challenges, but it's very rewarding at the same time, and there's a lot of opportunity out there. So we're really excited about what we've accomplished and where we're going, and with our Albany, New York location, and also our franchise location, which is located in Westchester, New York. So hopefully we'll be able to add a few more locations here over the next couple of years.
I imagine you want to take over the States. Any plans for going overseas?
Not yet. We haven't gotten that far. My goals are pretty ambitious, and we want to accomplish one thing at a time and not get too far ahead of ourselves. So we're still figuring out some parts of the system, but overall it's going very, very well. But we're working to improve and perfect before we start to expand overseas.
Yeah, I was kind of kidding, but your measured growth plan is smart. I've seen companies grow too fast and they can't handle it, and things kind of implode. So very smart. Tell us, besides what you've shared already, what makes you unique in the industry? You mentioned a family operation, but anything else you can share?
What really sets us apart, and it's going to sound kind of cliche, but we're a very people-oriented business, and I think our people set us apart. We're very, very selective with the staff that we employ, and we have a very deep-rooted culture here that we've really worked hard to establish over the last couple of years. And that culture follows our company values, integrity, communication, and teamwork. So we've brought that from the top and really preached that and brought that to our entire staff, and everybody has really bought in. And the culture here is very tight-knit, and our group is very committed to the goals that we have. And I think that's really what sets us apart. People make the business. It's not, me and my mom who, we're help guiding the path, right? But it's the other people who we've allowed the opportunity to be empowered and to develop and grow themselves. They're the ones that are really continuing to help push us forward.
What would you say is your favorite part of the industry? I love this industry, but what makes it special to you?
I think that the challenge of solving problems, I love solving problems and working with people. If you don't like working with people, then this industry really, it's not for you. We deal with all different types of personalities and skill sets, both within our office as well as in dealings with our clients as well. So I think that's really what makes this a special industry. And that's why I get up every morning. What challenge is going to be out in front of us? And it could be something as simple as this stain has been on my carpet for the last 2 months and nobody can remove it. What do I do? Or it can be a larger problem where, we have a 100,000 square foot facility and they just can't seem to get their cleaning program on track. And we work to help resolve those issues and help people maintain a clean environment for themselves and their employees and their families.
So you offer carpet cleaning, office cleaning. What else?
We do VCT floor refinishing, some stone work with terrazzo. We also do tile and grout cleaning. And we, believe it or not, a big part of our business is post-construction cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a real boom in, especially our area, with apartments being built and a lot of remodels and rebuilds of some historical properties and some older properties in the downtown areas. Troy, New York has really made a comeback in their downtown area. Downtown Albany is doing the same. There's some developers who are working really hard to make that happen. And, we're grateful to be able to partner with some of them and help clean up the spaces once they're complete with construction. So
do you also do janitorial services for clients?
We do. Yeah. So we're a full service janitorial
Everything
company. Yep.
I guess I should have asked that to begin with. Do you do it all? And it sounds like you do. And it's interesting to see a lot of juggling going on there, I imagine.
It is, but it all ties together. We looked at it, and especially as we started to grow, some of the problems that were being brought to me, it was, okay, well, let's just figure this out. And some of them happen to be carpet problems. Some of them happen to be floor care issues. And, we were talking before this, the podcast started, Jeff, and about Dick McGrath and APSCO and, when our suppliers and some people who have helped me out along the way, I would lean on those guys and bring some of the problems to them, and they would work with me to help come up with solutions. And eventually, as I got to know the industry a little bit better and know the products and the different techniques, I was able to solve a lot of those on my own. So,
yeah, Derek reminded me that we were in a class together. I was teaching an IICRC class many years ago, and he was there, and I remember the place and good memories. Albany is a great area, except when it's wintertime, but that's another story.
Yes, it is.
Derek, thinking about your high-level goals in the industry, you're a smart businessman. What business or management strategies have you implemented to succeed beyond what you've already shared?
That's a good question. The business strategy itself is really to collaborate and work with others. We've built a great staff internally, but occasionally, we've had to lean on some help and support from some subcontractors who, are working to start their own business and their own company. And we work with a couple of great smaller subcontractors, and we've been able to help them grow and develop, and they've helped us in turn as well and our clients. But really, it all comes down to empowering people and allowing them to solve problems, make decisions. And the culture that I spoke about before, that's been key. There's a stigma in our industry, I think, sometimes where, it's a minimum wage job, and, and that's what it's going to be. And we in turn flipped that, and we made our tagline for our internal customers, our employees: cleaning professionals work here. That's our new slogan. So, we want people to feel good about the work that they're doing because they really are making a difference. And I think the last 2 years of the pandemic has really shown that. And I got to be honest with you, Jeff, we maintained and kept just about everybody on staff throughout the entire pandemic. We worked super hard over the last couple of years. And honestly, it's shown really who the committed staff members are. And we've been able to build on that. So, I think those are the few things that we do and that we really put out there. If you're somebody who, is necessarily not being treated as a cleaning professional, come work for us, and we empower them to solve problems and to do what they do on a daily basis.
So who works for you, Derek?
Cleaning professionals.
Cleaning professionals. I like
Yes.
that.
And
That's a
part of
nice.
that, yeah, and the ISSA is really it's playing an integral part in that because we're implementing a lot of the trainings and custodial staff trainings, floor care trainings into our own in-house training system. And what we've done is we've kind of created a roadmap for our employees from start to finish as to where they can end up if they have a certain knowledge base. So we tie what their compensation is with their abilities and their knowledge base. So, now implementing the ISSA trainings, we're able to say, well, to get promoted, you need to have your floor care certification, and build that all into a system in and of itself with our HR department.
Mhm. Good story. Talk about CIMS. ISSA has the CIMS program. What does that mean for you? I believe you have finished the process.
We're just about wrapped up.
Okay.
And yeah, I received the final, email with just a couple of pieces of information that the assessor needed, and we got those over yesterday. We just went through the process. It's been great. It's been very enlightening for us. Everybody kind of thinks, oh, I got this figured out. And there's always a way to do things better, and there's always a way to improve. And I think the certification process has really gotten us to take a look back at everything that we've accomplished so far, but also take a look at some of the areas that we can really improve in and improve on moving forward. We're very pleased with how everything went. The response times were great, and the process really moved along pretty quickly. So I'm anxious to get the final word and final result. But I've had a very positive experience nonetheless.
Well, I've seen companies use it not just to make sure they're doing the work properly and taking care of their clients, but in their marketing. Do you plan to use this to build confidence with your clients?
We do, and it's funny you bring that up. Our director of operations, when we started going through the process, he kind of gave me a nudge and he said, "Go get some stickers printed up." And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, this is something that we want to celebrate with everybody, with the team, and use it for motivation." So we printed out a bunch of CIMS stickers for our vehicles. So, we haven't put them on yet and haven't broken them out, but when we get the final stamp of approval, we plan to do that. So yeah, I think it'll definitely help, and it'll definitely show that the outside governing body of the cleaning industry has taken a look and said, "Hey, you guys are doing things the right way." So.
Well, Derek, by the time people watch this episode, you'll be there. So we'll assume you got that final approval. And if not, then no one will see this anyway. We'll pull it. No, just kidding.
Fingers crossed.
No, it's a process, and it has to be something you work at. Otherwise, what's the point? It has to have value. Have you ever been to an ISSA show?
I have not.
Do you plan to go?
I do. Yeah, I want to go this year, and I've already gotten it cleared with the wife. So
boss.
Yeah, we're good. Looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but good things, and Brant, we were talking about him, and he really mentioned that it would be a good thing to go to this year. So I'm going to take his advice and definitely make my way over there.
Yeah, Brandon Sarah is one of my colleagues, and he's in charge of the education part of ISSA. So he'll be watching this recording. And I'm going to say this, Brant will have to buy you a beer in Chicago when we're all at the show. That's where it's at this year in October. So
okay. Sounds like a plan.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Tell me one more thing. If someone were to ask you, Derek, should I become a member of ISSA? What would you tell them?
I would say yes. There's just a number of resources that if you spent the time trying to recreate everything in-house, number one, it's not going to be as good. And number two, you're going to spend a lot of time doing it. So the way we're looking at it is the membership, the contacts, just the overall, ability to jump on the website and find out the answer to a question within minutes is it's super helpful. And the trainings, of course, are, again, second to none. And it's just really, it's allowing us to take our company to the next level. So I would definitely recommend it.
Plus, you have brand cell number, you've got my cell number. So anything you need, we're here for you. But Derek, thank you so much for sharing your story. Nice journey, and we look forward to your future success.